بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful.
والعاديات ضبحا
By the racers panting,
فالموريات قدحا
and the producers of sparks when striking,
فالمغيرات صبحا
and the chargers at dawn,
فأثرن به نقعا
stirring up thereby clouds of dust,
فوسطن به جمعا
arriving thereby in the center collectively.
إن الإنسان لربه لكنود
Indeed, mankind to his Lord is ungrateful,
وإنه على ذلك لشهيد
and indeed he is to that a witness,
وإنه لحب الخير لشديد
and indeed he is in love of wealth intense.
أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور
But does he not know that when the contents of the graves are scattered,
وحصل ما في الصدور
and that within the breasts is obtained,
إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير
indeed their Lord with them that day is fully acquainted.
Now I would like to call upon Marin Cherian of Class 9F to deliver the welcome speech.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. It is with great pleasure that I, Marin Charan of Class 9F, welcome everyone to the Space Technology Program organized by Sunrise English Private School in coordination with IDYM Foundation, a platform that empowers the young minds to unmask and uncover their latent potentials. We are honored to have many respectable figures attending this workshop despite these challenging times. I hope that today's event sparks ideas and inspires discussions that enhances the power of imagination. Without further ado, my classmate and friend Yashasvi Bipin Singh will now introduce our honorable guest to you.
Good morning to one and all present here. We are honored to have the members of IDYM Foundation with us today. Now I will be introducing the members who are present here with us. First, we have Engineer Ravi Shankar Kumar, who is the founder of IDYM. Then we have Ms. Daniel Asmi, Brand Ambassador of IDYM. Then Mr. Pramod Mahajan, Principal School Director of Sharjah Indian School, Abu Dhabi. Engineer Manvi Dhawan, IIT Bombay, Director of IDYM. Engineer Anmol Sikka, IIT Bombay, Advisor of IDYM. And Ms. Jeenat Munawra, Social Media Head of IDYM. We are delighted to have all of you here. Now I hand over to Shivani.
Yes, Shivani, please.
Nasan,
Swanadipta, you carry on. You carry on, Swanadipta. No problem. If the child has lost contact, no problem.
Okay, sir. Now we address our principal, sir, to speak a few words on this event.
It's been a great moment for us yesterday and today as IDYM is being conducting a lot of workshops. They have a team of experts right from the field of education, ministry, young entrepreneurs. We are thankful to the IDYM and a very, very special thanks to Mr. Pramod Mahajan, Principal of Sharjah Indian School, Sharjah, and a very profound mentor of IDYM. Igniting dreams of young minds is connecting children across India and across the world. They have conducted a series of workshops, and their biggest mission is the mission of establishing a space school. UAE is going to do wonders in the next 2 days as we complete the probe Mars. And here we are today with IDYM in front of our students. They're here to present wonderful lectures to you on space exploration. So let's listen to them, and it's going to be an thrilling next 90 minutes. Thanks.
Anul,
Yes, Shivani is already in, sir.
Ma'am, should I continue?
Yes,
Yes,
Shivani,
please.
continue.
Thank you, sir. Now let us sit back and enjoy the workshop as I hand over to the coordinators of IDYM Foundation to begin the session.
Daniel,
A
you start.
warm greetings to Space English Private School, Abu Dhabi. First of all, thank you so much for a great welcome. The galaxy of intellectual, honorable director, invited guests, parents, teachers, and our beloved students. How phenomenal is this today? You will witness an entertaining and amusement program ahead. Everything in your life is a reflection of a choice you have made. If you want a different result, make different choice. A very good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I'm so delighted to see you all together here. This is Sri Lashmi, Brand Ambassador of Igniting Dreams of IDYM Foundation. It is my pleasure to welcome you all and thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. We are very pleased to be able to welcome those of you who have been with us today for the workshop, and we are really glad to host this workshop on the incredible place Abu Dhabi with you all. It is my honor to welcome you all on this day where we all are gathered here on this wonderful event. I welcome you all on behalf of IDYM family. We are truly blessed with your presence. I heartily welcome the Sunrise English Private School, Abu Dhabi. This is the day we all wait for a year. It is a day of celebration, success, and tradition. And to double the joy of this day, we are graced by the presence of great personalities. Stars shine at night, but some stars shine at bright daylight. We have some such stars with us today. Yes, please have a round of applause for our honorable chief guest, our very own guiding star, Dr. Pramod Mahajan, mentor of IDYM, principal of Sharjah Indian School. We warmly welcome you, sir, and I kindly request you to share some of your precious words and messages with us today.
Good afternoon, students, and we are very happy that you all are with us. Honorable Dr. Thakur Mulchandani, Honorable Engineer Yash Sangviji, Manviji will be joining very soon, and all the members of Sunrise Private School. It's one request, all should switch on the video and keep your audio off. Otherwise,
No, yeah. Oh, thank you.
remove him. Who is that person? Please remove him. Sandipta ma'am, take care of that thing.
Yes, sir.
Keep on removing them if they are not properly behaving. So, space exploration. You people are the leaders of tomorrow. You are the one who has to raise the bar of the space exploration. You are the one who has to fulfill the dreams of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. You are the one who has to dream. And if you are dreaming, you will get a path and you'll succeed on that. So let me share my screen and then we'll discuss various instruments, various devices required for the space exploration and how it is happening. Let us start with space exploration. Dear students, you might have seen the light is coming from the star. But do you know that thing? That light which is reaching to you today, it's taking years to reach to you. And it is reaching in the form of radiation. When I say radiation, these are the waves which has been affected by the electric and the magnetic field. So that's why they are called electromagnetic waves. So the light of the stars coming to you in the form of electromagnetic waves traveling a huge distance and years. Now you might have wondered that, okay, if it is like that, if it is taking that many time, how the sound of the astronaut who is there in the spacecraft come to the earth and how we listen them and how we get the signals from them. As you are aware of that, the sound waves are mechanical waves and these mechanical waves cannot travel through the space. So how that sound which has been given in the form of a signal from the astronauts reach to the earth? They speak into the microphone that is converted into the electromagnetic waves called the radio waves, reach to the earth at the observatories, converted into the sound waves again, and we can listen to them, we can get those signals and we can proceed further. This is that electromagnetic spectrum, visible light, ultraviolet, infrared, gamma rays, X-rays, all sort of things are there. To observe the what happening in the space, we have to use a device called telescope. There are two types of telescopes, optical and radio telescope. Optical telescope produce magnified image of the object and they use the visible light portion of the electromagnetic spectrum. They are positioned in observatories. Those observatories may be in the sky or on the earth. Radio telescopes are used to study the radio waves and that are always in the space. Hubble Space Telescope. It is put into the observatory in the sky in 1990. The advantage of this telescope is getting clear pictures, getting clear images, getting clear information, which is useful for the disaster management, earthquake, and whatnot. All sort of atmospheric changes and climatic changes we come to know by that pictures or by that signals which we are getting. Unfortunately, it was not working properly, but thanks to our astronauts, They have repaired it in 1993. Now question arises, what the satellite is? The simplest definition of a satellite, a small object which revolves around a bigger object, it's called satellite. So you can make a small object. There are students after attending the IDYMF sessions, they have met micro satellite, nano satellite. Today, there are 3 students who have met the micro satellites, are going to launch from the Rameshwaram. They are there on the launching pad and they are launching their satellites. We'll try our level best after their launching. If they are available, we'll bring them to today's session and they will discuss with you if possible. So satellite is that. Actually, when the satellite goes into the space, it travels in the straight line, but Earth's gravitation attracts it towards its center. And that's why the path becomes the curve, and that is known as orbit. So when a satellite is revolving in a particular orbit, the satellite should have a specific velocity called the orbital velocity. And that velocity should be less than the escape velocity. Because if the satellite gains the escape velocity, it will escape out in the space and cannot be found out then. If its velocity becomes less than the critical velocity, then it will fall down. So all the space props and all will do all those things, and the engineers, scientists sitting in the observatory take care of that. Remove him, please. There are
sir, maybe he didn't join with the video, sir.
Okay, so see that audio also and then see to that. There are 2 types of satellites. One is a natural satellites, another one is the artificial satellite. As you all are aware, Moon is the natural satellite and the artificial satellites are those who are revolving around the Earth made by the man. So man-made satellites are called artificial satellites. Sputnik 1 is the first artificial satellite. The space exploration starts with Sputnik 1. Sputnik was launched by the Soviets in 1957, and the space exploration begins with that. Another one is Space Probe. The Space Probe is an instrument that gathers the information and send it back to Earth. Because in the space, when the satellite is there, satellite is doing a lot of research, lot of photographs, lot of signals, lot of things that has to be collected and sent on the Earth. That has been done by the Space Probe. For example, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 are the spacecrafts, are the space probes. They collect the information and give it to the Earth. Space program, important people. There are 2 people who are very, very important worldwide, globally, who started the space program. One is Yuri Gagarin and another one is President Kennedy. In 1961, Yuri Gagarin became the first human in space. First human in space, Yuri Gagarin. President Kennedy was the first person who thought about the space exploration and started in US. Projects that lead to man on the moon. There are 3 projects led by the man on the moon. Project Mercury, Project Gemini, Project Apollo. Project Mercury's task was orbit a crew spacecraft around the Earth and bring it back safely. That has been done nicely. In 1961, Alan Shepard became the first US citizen in space. First US citizen in space. 1962, John Glenn became the first US citizen to orbit the Earth. He has taken a round of the Earth. First man who has taken the round of the Earth using the space satellite is John Glenn in 1962. Project Gemini, it was another wonder. 2 teams of astronauts went into the space and they met into the space and get connected. Project Gemini looks like this. Project Apollo. Apollo project was launched in 1969, Apollo 11, and it was the spacecraft which has taken the first man on the moon. Neil Armstrong was the first man to walk on the moon. First step on the moon by a man, Neil Armstrong. That one step for a man, one giant leap on mankind. The complete mankind is changed by that first step. So one step which is out of the box, one step which is beyond, make the change for the mankind. And you are the one who are going to take that step. Dream, find out the path, work on that, be focused, you can do the wonders. Edwin Aldrin was the second man to walk on the moon. He, along with the Neil Armstrong, they explored for 2 hours on the moon surface, collected 2,000 samples. They did a lot of musty over there and a lot of things happened. Michael Collins remained in the command module. He didn't come out of the module and put his steps on the moon, but he has collected all the samples, photographs, and this and that. A space shuttle, another device is a space shuttle, which actually provides the transport, like your school transport, taking you from home in the school and then taking from the school to home. Just like that, the space shuttle takes the astronauts from Earth in the space and come it back on the Earth. Space shuttle orbit looks like this. After 45 kilometers, it is like this. When the fuel tank is separated, it will be like this. And finally, it appears like this. Space shuttle landing. After completing the task, they will come, return on the Earth. The parachutes and all techniques were used to slow down the speed. And just like the aircraft or the aeroplane lands, the similar way this space shuttle also lands on the Earth. Space shuttle Challenger disaster. We lost our rocking engineer, scientist, Kalpana Chawla. The lady who was there in the space shuttle tried her level best to repair some fault was there. He repaired also 99%, but 1% it remains. And when they are coming on the Earth, that get melted because of the friction, lot of temperature increase and that get melted. And all the 7 astronauts we lost. And in that we lost one teacher also. One teacher astronaut was there, Christina McAuliffe. We lost her also. That was that disaster. Kalpana Chawla, we lost her. The path from dreams to success does exist. Still it exists. You are the one who has to dream and find out the path. Space station looks like this. It is just like a bungalow or a 3 BHK flat in the space. Skylab was a space launching of the Skylab. It was launched like this. Mir, the another Soviet satellite space station. This is the International Space Station. Anyone who is going to the space can stay in this International Space Station. Understand something now about the physics behind it. What is that? The speed of the light always remain constant, and it is independent of their state of motion. When I say independent of state of motion, then there is a time dilation, mass dilation, length dilation. What is time dilation? In the space, time slows down. Mass dilation, mass increases with the speed of the satellite. Length contraction, length reduces with the speed of the satellite. This is the formula for time dilation, length dilation, and mass dilation. Time dilation. There is a small story I want to explain you the time dilation. Twins of the age 40 years, one twin brother boarded the spacecraft, went into the space, remained there for 10 years and come back. Another twin brother was on the earth. Their age was 40 years. When the one twin brother has gone into the space, after 10 years he come back, his age should have been 50 years. But because of the time dilation constant, his biological age appears 47 years. Means he is looking young by 3 years. But the another twin brother who is on the earth, actually his age becomes 63 years. This is the concept of time dilation, time paradox. Time stops, time reduces, time gets slowed down in the space. Isn't it very interesting? Work on this concept. Vega is 25 light years away. Light year means the light travels in 1 year. What distance light travels in 1 year is called light year. That is 365 multiplied by 12 multiplied by 30 multiplied by 24 multiplied by 60, again multiplied by 60, and then multiplied by speed of the light, 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. This much meter they travel. So if time doesn't get slowed down, the Vega will take 25 years to reach. But because of the slowdown concept, it reaches within 1.1 year. Only within 1 year. That is the magic of time dilation. Length. If you are taking a length, object of length of 100 centimeter, 1 meter, and if the spacecraft is moving with the 90% speed of the sunlight, the length appears 43 centimeter. Means it is reduced by 57 centimeter. It looks like this. As the speed is increasing, the length is reducing, but mass is increasing. If an object in the space traveling with the speed of the sunlight, its mass will become infinite. Mass infinite means it cannot move. So we have to keep the speed in such a manner that mass should not reach to that level. This is the gravity deforms space-time. Gravity deforms the space, time, and length. This figure explains that. Now I am showing you a video of Pratham satellite. The students of IIT Mumbai, those who are the members of the IDYMF, they made the first student satellite of the world. And they have changed the concept of the world that yes, students can make the satellite. And after that, many students who are the members of the IDYMF, of the age of 14 years, 13 years, 12 years, they made the satellite, 50-gram satellite, world's lightest satellite, micro satellite, and they are launching it. So this satellite is being made by that engineer Manvi Dhawan. She will be there after some time. We'll be talking to you. Yash Sanghvi ji, he is the vital person in framing in concepting the idea of Pratham satellite. He will be discussing with you. So let's have a look of launching of the Pratham satellite made by the IIT Mumbai
The remaining
student.
2 satellites, Pratham from IIT Bombay and PISat from PES University Bangalore are from India. The main objective of Pratham is to estimate the total electron count, TEC, with a resolution of 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer.
Have a feel of the launch.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, plus 1, 2, 3, PS1 and ground upon ignited. Vehicle lift off normal. 8,
प्रक्षेपण जलन बिल्कुल सामान्य आकाश की ओर उठता हुआ PSLV और
Any moment
जोरदार
now, we will hear the confirmation of the separation of the Pratham satellite built by students of IIT Mumbai, and also followed just 10 seconds later the separation of PISAT satellite built by the students of PES University, Bangalore.
जी हाँ, वैसे कई उपग्रह इसरो भारतीय विश्वविद्यालयों के लिए छोटा है। जी हाँ, प्रथम उपग्रह भी अलग।
प्रथम is separated.
Again, have a look of PSLV satellite launching. PSLV has different stages: first stage, second stage, third stage. Taking the satellite in the space, one stage will burn and removed out, and finally the satellite will be launched. Have a look of that.
India's PSLV C2 rocket is standing majestically on the launch pad at the Sriharikota range, ready to be launched. First stage and the 4 grounded strap-on boosters are ignited. PSLV is getting lifted off and clears the launch pad. Two airlit strap-on boosters are ignited. 4 grounded strap-on boosters are burnt out and are separated. 2 airlit strap-on boosters are separated. First stage is burnt out and separated.
First stage separated.
Second stage is ignited. Payload fairings are separated.
What?
The second stage is now burnt out and separated. Third stage is ignited. Third stage is burnt out and is separated. Fourth stage is ignited. Fourth stage is burnt out and the main satellite is separated. 3 microsatellites are separated.
Microsatellite made by the students. That's all from my side. And now the engineers who have made the Pratham satellite, they will come and discuss with you. Keep your questions ready, but be disciplined. Self-discipline is must. Yes.
Thank you so much, Pramod Mahajan sir, for sharing your valuable message with us today. How astonishing it was. Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to welcome Vice President of IDYM, Engineer Yash Shagvi from IIT Bombay. We warmly welcome you Yash to address some of your magical words with us today and to share some of your interesting and informative message on space exploration for us.
Thank you, Deenal. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Sangviji, yes, proceed कीजिए.
Yes, so let me share my screen. Hello everyone. Good afternoon to all of you who have gathered here today. So we will be speaking about the Pratham satellite. Pramod Mahajan sir has introduced Pratham towards the end of his presentation. And we will be looking at the journey of Pratham satellite. And in the process, we will also be looking at the constituents of a satellite, what a satellite is made of, and how do you go ahead and make a satellite. The image you see on the screen right here is of the Pratham satellite right before it was being placed on the launch vehicle. So Pramod sir showed you that PSLV launch stages, right? In the fourth stage, which is right at the nose of the launch vehicle, the satellites are placed. And this image was taken before that because all the satellites have to be weighed. Even a slight fluctuation in the weight can actually increase the cost of the launch by a lot. So Pratham was allotted 10 kgs of weight, and we were measuring it over here whether it's actually 10 kgs or not. And you can see here it's 10.003 kgs, or we just exceeded the allotted weight by 3 grams. This is like the kind of precision you need when you make a satellite. If this 3 gram had become 10 grams, then we would have been in trouble. Right. So let's look at this picture first and see what all we can get from this particular picture of the satellite. You can see here that there is a golden layer outside the satellite, right? And above the golden layer, you can see the solar panels are mounted. You can see some antennas over here. You can see this white thing over here. This is the GPS antenna, and you can see some small sensor over here, right? With all the wires connected to it going inside the satellite. Right. So, see, so many constituents we have seen, and we have also seen some connectors lying outside. Now let's try to draw an analogy of a satellite with a human body. Right. Now, any system that we make, be it satellite, be it any other machine, be it a robot, be it a space station, most of the machines serve one purpose. Uh, and that one purpose is consisting of three sub purposes. So the first sub purpose is to sense data, second is to process data, and the third is transmit data. Right. Sense, process, transmit. These three functions can define most of the object machines that you see around yourself. Right. So a satellite, and we humans also do this most of the time, right? We sense the environment around us, we process that information in our brain, and then we either transmit this data to someone else, or we take some actions based on the data that we have sensed. So now a satellite has, just like we have eyes, ears, nose for sensing the environment around us, a satellite has these various sensors on the outside. So I told you about the GPS antenna, right? Now satellite needs to know where it is, whether it is over India, whether it is over France, whether it is over UAE, because based on its location, it will know whether to transmit data or not. Right? If my ground station is in India, it doesn't want to transmit data in Brazil, right? What's the point of doing that? So the satellite will sense that, okay, now I'm over India, so now I should do this. I should transmit data. Then there is a sun sensor. The satellite needs to know where is the sun and how much sunlight is being received, so that it can orient itself, and it can also, point the solar panels to get the maximum light from the sun. Right? If the solar panels are facing the sun in an optimal direction, you can get the maximum power. But if, say, the bottom part where there is no solar panel, if that part is facing the sun, then you are not getting any power, right? So you need sun sensors to identify in which direction the sun is, and so how should you orient the satellite to get the maximum power from the sun. Then there is one more sensor which is not shown over here because it is in the internal part of the satellite. In one of these future slides, we can also see this internal part. Internally there's a lot of things here. There's a battery, GPS receiver. So there is one sensor which is called a magnetometer. The Earth has a magnetic field around it, and this particular sensor tries to sense the direction of this magnetic field. So based on the sun sensor, GPS, and the magnetic field, the satellite can orient itself such that these antennas always point towards the Earth. Now, if you want to speak to a friend, you will face that friend when you are speaking to that friend, right? You won't turn away from the friend to speak to that friend. Similarly, when the satellite wants to speak to us, its antennas should be pointing to the Earth. The antennas cannot be pointing to the sun, then the transmission will not be received by the Earth. Or the antennas cannot be pointing away from the Earth. Even that's a problem. So the satellite, when it's in space, it's rotating randomly, and it needs to figure out in which direction the antenna should point such that the message gets received on the Earth. So therefore, these three sensors are used. Solar panel we have already discussed, right? Satellite needs power to operate. From where will it get the power? When it is facing the sun, the solar panels capture the power. And this golden layer that you see here every time, right? In all the satellite images that you see, there will always be a golden layer around the satellite. Why is that golden layer there? It's an insulator. So in space, the temperatures can vary a lot, right? When you are facing the sun, your satellite can heat up a lot. And when the Earth is between the sun and the satellite, the temperatures can go in negative several degrees. Your internal components may not always be graded for this temperature range. They need to be protected. And so therefore this golden layer outside acts as an insulator and keeps the temperature of the internal components within range. Right. So this is like sort of an analogy of the satellite with the human body. Now the final part is we all have a brain to do all the processing. All the sensors gather data and our brain does some processing. And then we have these hands, feet, organs to take some action or the mouth to communicate. Right. So satellite also has a brain and you can see this black chip over here. This is the brain of the satellite. This is where all the computation happens. All the sensors which are gathering data, they through these several wires, all the data is brought into this chip. All the computations happen here and the satellite takes actions accordingly. And it has a battery over here to store the power when the satellite is not facing the sun. When there is earth between the satellite and the satellite will need power for transmitting data or performing some other function. So we have a battery for that. Just like we have glucose stored in our body for energy when we don't eat food, right? So this is Pratham. Now over here, the slide you see, it is from the
Hello, how are
launch
you?
of Pratham.
I'm under the water. Please
Now
help me.
I think someone is speaking, right? So now Pramod sir showed you the launch sequence of Pratham, right? That launch video. So we weren't there in Sriharikota when Pratham launched because only 2-3 members of the team were invited there. Basically, they said that we can accommodate only 2-3 students. So who all will you send? And we said that no one should get that extra privilege. Everyone has contributed equally to the satellite. So instead of students, we sent professors over there and all the students. So we had a live screening in our campus in IIT Bombay, where this was the scene when the satellite was actually separated from the launch vehicle. Right. So 8 years of efforts, and we were finally over here. So this slide over here has this caption, "Why not we?" So there's an interesting story over there. So the founder of Pratham, whose photo you can see here, Saptarshi Bandyopadhyay, he, along with his friend Shashank Tamaskar, the one on the left over here. So they both were attending a talk by a professor from TIFR, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. And just like you guys are attending this talk over here. So this professor was talking about small satellites, the help they provide in advancing science and technology, etc. And these guys thought that, okay, we are engineers. We are studying almost the same things that the professor is talking about. Then what is stopping us from making the satellite? So, this simple change in perspective from how can I make a satellite? It is so difficult. So many countries have not made a satellite. How can as a student make a satellite? The shift in perspective from how can I to why can't I? What is stopping me from making a satellite? This is the reason this scene was possible. Right. Because if everyone would have thought that how can I make a satellite, no one would have taken the initiative, and this entire satellite wouldn't have been built. Right. And when they started making the satellite, they had a vision of not just making the satellite, but for converting the campus, IIT Bombay campus, into a center of excellence in satellite and space technology. So it's not like we will just make satellites. It's also that we will attain excellence in making satellite and in space technology. So if you guys have watched the Three Idiots movie, they have this quote, right? That don't run after success, run after excellence. This was their vision when they started off. Making a satellite is a secondary goal. We want to be excellent in satellite and space technology. And they had a mission that we won't keep our knowledge restricted to ourselves. We will spread it out. So this workshop that you are attending today, you can say it's part of that mission. That in 2008 they started the satellite project, and now in 2021, 15 years later, this mission is still ongoing. That all the knowledge that we have gathered, we will spread it out. In fact, we have also shared our knowledge in the form of a wiki online. So if you would just go to Google and type satellite 101 wiki, I think the first result that will pop up is is the wiki that we have created. on Aero IITB website, right? So we are consistently spreading out the knowledge that we have gathered over the years, and this is also part of the mission that they had seen, right? Now, while I am telling you this, as students, we can make a satellite, we have done it, we know that it's not impossible. It's important to understand that you have to introduce a few behavioral changes when you are doing something so challenging, I would say. It's not impossible, but you can't do it in the ordinary way, like you do something else. You have to bring some behavioral changes. You have to be very much concerned about the quality. I told you, right, that we needed just we exceeded the weight by just 3 grams out of the 10 kgs that were provided. And even if we had gone by, exceeded it by, say, 10 grams, we would have been in trouble. Then precision. I'll actually come to this point again. There's an interesting story here. And professionalism. You are interacting with ISRO scientists who are, first of all, giving you their time, which is the most valuable thing. Everything else comes in later. Time is the most valuable thing, and they are giving it to you. They are sharing their resources with you, they are sharing their knowledge with you. So you have to be very professional in your behavior. You can't waste their time, you can't waste their resources. You have to be very prudent. Whatever tests you do, there should be a reason for doing it. Whatever questions you ask, there should be a reason for asking those questions. You simply can't waste someone's time over there, right? And coming back to precision, so I told you, right, this is the internal structure of the satellite. And you can see so many pins, so many electrical connections over here. Now, out of so many connections, there was one connection which was slightly faulty, right? And it was figured out during this test. So in ISRO, they make your satellite go through a thermo vacuum test to simulate space. When the satellite is facing the sun, the satellite's temperature will be very high. When Earth is between the satellite and the sun, the temperature will be very low. And in space, there is vacuum. There is no atmosphere, right? So they put your satellite in this chamber, then remove the air from the chamber completely. They convert this chamber into a vacuum chamber, and they take the temperature from very high level to very low level. Now, in this test, this is a 40-hour long test, a very expensive test also. After 30 hours, one component started showing problems. Why? Because that pin, one pin out of these several thousands of pins was not connected properly. So the connections are metallic, and you would know when metals are heated, they expand. When metals are cooled down, they contract. So when the temperature went below 0 degrees Celsius, at one particular threshold, so they had this contact with the surface, but because the metal contracted, the contact broke. So, at room temperature, this was not even giving us any problems. At temperatures less than 0 degrees Celsius, just because the connection was not very good. It was okay. In room temperature, it was connected as well. Just because it was not very good at less than 0 degrees Celsius, the connection broke and the component started misbehaving. So these are the kind of errors that can, that get spotted in the test that ISRO makes us perform. And this is the kind of precision that you need. Well, not even a single pin can be connected loosely. It has to be perfect. Every single pin, every single screw in the satellite has to be perfectly put. Also make us do a vibration test. So if a screw is loose, it will simply come out in that vibration test. All of these different tests are performed. And of course, we were students when we made the satellite. So uh, uh, we were not fully giving our time to satellite. We had lectures in the morning, labs in the afternoon, and we used to have some classwork, coursework in the evening. After dinner, we used to meet in the labs, then 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. We used to keep working, and this continued for 8 years. Like 2008, the project started. 2016, the satellite was launched. So you do require a lot of perseverance, right, for making a satellite. And apart from technical challenges, there are some people challenges. So Saptarshi started this, and Ratnesh and Manvi, who you see at the end, they were the project managers then when the satellite finally got launched. So from 8 years,
Someone's
the
mic is on.
entire vision, learning, all of them had to be passed on.
Some disturbance
I
is there,
think
sir.
someone has muted.
Sir, someone is disturbing,
Anything
sir.
dream.
Sir,
Play.
please. Ayne?
Right. So the entire knowledge, entire learnings, and the enthusiasm had to be passed down from one generation to another for so many years. That is a different challenge in itself, right? And so it was not just our technical skills that this project tested, it was our organizational management, all the skills were tested by this project. So Ratnesh, who you see here, he always says one thing that we thought we were building Pratham. In reality, Pratham was building us. And when we were built, Pratham went into space. Right. So, and yeah, the result of all the efforts, this image that you see here and the video that you already saw. But even this was not the climax. The thing was, the satellite was launched, everyone was happy. Governor of Maharashtra invited us for felicitation. Prime Minister of India tweeted about Pratham. Even people from China were surprised. How did students launch a satellite? So they invited us for a conference, and you know, a lot of things happened. But we were not getting signal from the satellites. On 26 September, the satellite got launched. Same day we were supposed to receive signals, we did not receive. 27th, we did not receive. 28th, governor had invited us. We were going there, but the signal was not there. So we were not happy. On returning from the governor's residence in this bus, the Insti bus, we got a mail from University College London that they have received signal from Pratham. And the satellite doesn't talk to us in English, Hindi, Marathi, any language, right? The satellite needs to talk to us in Morse code. So, these ones and zeros that you see here, Morse code is essentially a pattern for alphanumeric characters. So every character has a specific pattern. Say A, if A is 110, B is 101, C is 111, and so on. Right. So all these waves that you see here, the high points are 1, the low points are zeros. And the software actually translates this into characters. So you can see here, right? Pratham, IIT Bombay student satellite. When they actually received the signal, we listened to it. It's an audio signal. And we listened to it. We confirmed, okay, this is Pratham's signal. And that's when everyone was happy. Okay, finally the satellite is talking to us. Otherwise, if the satellite doesn't talk to you, it's like sending a black box in space, right? Or sending a stone in space. What's the point of a satellite that doesn't talk to you? Right. So with that, this was essentially Pratham's journey. But what we want to tell you is that making a satellite is, maybe the first step. It's not like your dreams should end there. You can even make your own space programs. You can have your own ISRO or NASA. This guy called Elon Musk, right now he is very much in news because he recently became the richest person in the world. But we have been following him since 2012, 13 because of the various innovations he's bringing about. He has his own space company, SpaceX. So ISRO, NASA, all are government owned, but SpaceX is a private company. Even Jeff Bezos, Amazon founder, he has his own space company, Blue Origin. So it's not like you need to, work for some existing space company to go into space or go into this field. You can make your own company. You can explore space. You don't need satellites. Even a simple telescope can be used. And yeah, so finally, I'd like to end with this quote: "If you can dream it, you can do it," by Walt Disney. Walt Disney, is right, the founder of Disney Company. He always says, always remember that everything started with a mouse. Mickey Mouse was the first character he created. And see where Disney Company is right now. So many movies, so many Disneyland parks, so many animated films, so much. It's like a phenomenon in itself. And it all started with one mouse. So just remember that. Yeah, I think with that I'll end my present.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Just a second. Yes. In the meantime, yes, Sangviji will answer the student questions. I just want to tell all of you that 3 students who have launched the satellite today, they are going to join soon. So meantime, SG will be answering the questions. So you need to wait for somewhat for this meeting. We have to extend for some little more time. Yeah. So please, sir. Okay. Please, sir, you can speak now.
Yeah, any questions if students have, you can put it in the chat box, or I think that will be better. Put it in the chat box.
Even students, you can unmute and ask the question if you want it. Yes, Sangvij is there for another 10-15 minutes. Ask the question. Sunrise, come on.
Sir.
Yeah, please ask.
Firaz, if you have any question, you can ask.
Raviji,
What if we
Madhviji will be
don't use
joining?
the right? So I
Sir,
see
I
a
am
couple
in
of
call with
questions
them.
in
I
the
will
chat
let you know
box.
fast. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I see a couple of questions in the chat box. So what if we don't use golden foil in the satellite? Yeah, so as I told you, right, the golden foil is like an insulator. Think of it like a jacket that you wear when you feel cold on winters. In Dubai, I don't think winters are that harsh. So, but if you know, if you are in a country where it snows, and if you are without a jacket during the winters, you will feel very cold. So just like that, if your satellite does not have that golden foil, the internal components will be exposed to very high or very low temperatures depending on where the satellite is, and it can destroy the components. So you know, a lot of components have some fixed temperature limits, -80 to +120 degrees Celsius. They can't withstand temperatures beyond that range. So you need that golden foil for insulation. Then what is the sort of information that the satellite is trying to obtain? Yes, so Pratham satellite is trying to gather the total electron count in the ionosphere. So you know, atmosphere has several layers. It's ionosphere, stratosphere, and so on. You must have heard about the ozone layer as well. In the ionosphere, there are a lot of free electrons, and some of the signals that we transmit to satellites, they get distorted in the process when they interact with these free electrons. So our satellite was trying to gather the electron count beforehand so that we can know and correct the distortions in the signal. So you must have used GPS for traveling, right? And you see sometimes it has some errors, sometimes it is off by some meters. It's because of the errors that get introduced. So if you know the number of electrons beforehand, you can account for these errors and correct them beforehand. Then I have one question is, who inspired you guys the most? So for me, my immediate seniors inspired me the most. When I joined as a first year, I was like, these people must be geniuses that they are making satellites. And when I actually joined the team, they made me feel so comfortable. They gave me the confidence that even I can make a satellite. So for me, my immediate seniors inspired me the most. And for them, you will have to ask them. If Manviji joins, you can ask her what inspired her the most. She is a senior to me. But how did you handle internal cooling in the satellite to reduce the heat caused by the processor? Good question. So in satellites, it's not the processor which causes the most heat, because you know, you must have seen your computer CPUs which get heated up a lot. Your computer CPU is doing much more complicated computations
Sir,
than what a satellite computer has to do. But in satellite, it is the
sir, should I
power
tell who
amplifier.
inspired me?
Hello?
Sir, to be honest, it is Cristiano Ronaldo, sir. He inspires me every day, sir, to motivate myself.
Yeah, like, of course, you can have your own inspirations and then need not be in the same field. True. Right.
Yes, sir. And Messi also, sir. He's good. He plays very nice, sir. Inspires me every day. I work hard and inspires me every
Fahad,
day.
okay, thank you.
Very good. If anyone have any question, 3 students are going to
Actually,
join. Those who have launched the today satellite, they are facing little network issues, but shortly we will correct it. Yes. In the meantime, you can ask the question to S. Sanghviji.
My
He has been
private chat
received
box
the
is
medal
filled with
from
questions.
gold medal from Prime Minister of India also. So that is another achievement of S. Sanghvi. Yeah.
My private chat box is filled with questions. I'll try to answer them one by one. Internal cooling, yeah. So in the satellite, the main cooling, main heating
So let's
component is
number
the
today
power
then.
amplifier. So you have heat sinks attached to these amplifiers. So all the heat gets transferred to the outer body of the satellite and it gets dissipated outside. So this is the way of handling the internal cooling. You don't let, and the good thing is, there is no atmosphere in the satellite. So now there are generally three ways of heat transfer. There is conduction, convection, and radiation. But because there is no atmosphere, convection gets removed. So you are left with only conduction and radiation. So therefore, even a very high temperature component will not affect the other components a lot. If there was atmosphere, convection would have, immediately transferred the heat over there. Right. Then what is the storage capacity of the computing system? You don't need much in satellites, especially if you're not doing very complicated computations. Even something like, I think for Pratham, we had about 8 MB of storage, and that was enough for us. Right. How was Pratham launched with 103 other satellites? It wasn't launched with 103 other satellites. I think with Pratham, there were 8 other satellites that were launched. And without crashing, because the space has a lot of space, and most of these satellites are launched in different orbits. So if Pratham is launched in say 700-kilometer orbit, another satellite would be launched in 705-kilometer orbit, and so on, and you get all the orbital clearances before launching the satellite. So everyone knows which satellite is going to come into which orbit, and these things are already planned for, so that you don't crash into some other satellite. What was going in your mind while you were doing this project? I did this project for 4 years. So in the course of the 4 years, a lot of things went in through my mind. Uh, the I would say the most prominent emotion was excitement, because every day you were doing something new. It's not like coming to the lab every day and doing the same things every again and again. Every day you were doing something new. You interact with ISRO scientists, you interact with professors, you get more constraints, you are asked to redesign your system, you fail a test, then you again go back, fix things, come back, pass the test. So it was an adventure overall. 4 years with the project, quite an adventure, I would say. Do you think there are too much satellites in space, and could it be a problem? Too much satellites, perhaps. Could it be a problem? Not in the near future, but going ahead, yes. And the good thing is, several space agencies have started recognizing this, and there are some projects being worked on by NASA, ISRO to, free the space from debris. So people are thinking about this, and by the time are of the age where you can join these agencies or create your own, this will be a prominent problem for you guys to solve as well. Do you think then is the satellite still sending replies? No. Pratham had a lifespan of 4 months because we used a lot of industrial grade components. For student satellites, they don't require us to use space grade components. So if we had space grade components, the satellite could be still working. But the industrial grade components, over time, because of the space radiation, their performance deteriorates. So Pratham was supposed to send replies only for 4 months, and it was launched in 2016. So now it's 5 years. So you can't expect messages from Pratham. But let's see. There was another satellite launched in 2011, I think. And in 2016, out of nowhere, it again transmitted a message. So once it is in space, only the satellite knows, and God knows what's happening with it. So let's see if out of the blue sometimes the Pratham signal comes again, we'll be all very happy. Right. Then what else? If NASA or SpaceX is using reusable rockets, why not ISRO? Good question. Perhaps ISRO also has this in the pipeline. NASA is not using reusable rockets. Only SpaceX has been using this so far, if I'm not mistaken. And now that SpaceX people have demonstrated this, I think it's only a matter of time before ISRO NASA also start using this. Right. How was your reaction when London connected Pratham? It was like from one extreme of emotion to the other, extreme sadness to extreme happiness, right? 2 days Pratham hadn't responded, and we were like, we have sent us rock in space. What's the point of 8 years when the satellite is not talking? And then suddenly the satellite started talking. It's like, again, I can give you the Three Idiots example only, right? That baby was not crying at the end. Suddenly it kicked and started crying, and everyone, how happy they were, you could imagine. I'm not sure how popular Three Idiots is in UAE. Are you guys able to
Popular, sir.
relate to Three
Sir,
Idiots?
it's very popular.
It is very popular,
Yes,
right?
sir. Very popular. Very popular.
Very
Right.
popular.
So then you will be able to relate.
Yeah, sir. Very popular.
So for us, the satellite was also like our child, and when it started talking, it's just like the baby started crying for the first time. Right. It would have been very proud moment for you to launch the satellite. So how was your team's feelings at the moment when you launched it? People were literally crying over there. And when local newspapers, they also, instead of showing our happy photos, they showed our crying photos on the front page. We don't know why, but happy tears. Uh, it's it's difficult to say in short how we were feeling that day, but the prominent emotions were extreme satisfaction. You know, uh, for once you feel that you have done something good in life. That was one of those moments, right?
Right, sir.
Is it gold only, or we can use any other material? So the gold is the color of the MLI, or the outer covering that you see. Uh, it's it is kept golden. Why? I'm not sure. Maybe the thermal. So I was in the electrical subsystem. Maybe the thermal subsystem person can answer it better. But I think some other material can be used. It's not actually gold that you see. The gold is only the coating or the color of the material. The actual, you can Google MLI, multi-layer insulation. That is the material that is used for covering the satellite from outside. Right. Which metal is used in making the insulator? I think I've answered that. MLI is what you should search about, multi-layer insulation. And the satellite body is generally made from the normal materials, aluminum, etc. Although now people are exploring composite materials because they are lightweight, and if they can withstand the space radiation, people are exploring whether satellites can be made from composites. Right. What is the body made of? I told you aluminum, and composites being explored. What if NASA or this has also been answered, NASA or SpaceX using reusable rockets? Are you going to carry out such a project ever again? It's continuously happening. Like, if you ask me personally, I'm not sure, but we have a satellite team in the institute which has taken this project forward. I graduated in 2018, but right now the team is still there. They are working on several exciting projects. So the PSLV stage 4 with which you saw in Pramod sir's video, right? So that stage 4, after ejecting the satellite, it was just moving in space, doing nothing. So our team is working on a project to make use of that stage 4 to do some computations, to send some signals to Earth. Basically make that stage 4 a bit more usable, right? Then they are working with in a global effort to send some microchips to the moon. They are a part of that global effort. They are working on star detectors. Basically, instead of sun sensors, you can have sensors for any generic stars. So star detectors is another project that they are working on. So as I told you, right, it's not just about making satellites. It's about becoming excellent in satellite and space technology. Uh, you talked about Pratham satellite having to revolve around the Earth and can only transmit data when it is above India. Why could you not make it a geostationary satellite? See, geostationary satellites are generally not allowed for students. They are at a much higher altitude, much higher cost, and much higher precision, I would say. Uh, the satellite can transmit signals only above India because we programmed it that way. We had our ground station in India, so we wanted the data part only over India. but the satellite can send a generic signal. We told you, right? Pratham IIT Bombay student satellite. I had showed you that generic signal that is sent all around the world. That is why the London College picked it first. Right. Then it was received everywhere. People in Brazil, Africa, United States, Australia, everyone received that signal from Pratham. And of course, we did from our ground station. Then what else? How was your reaction when the Prime Minister replied? We were not expecting that. Honestly, we were quite surprised, and it sort of made us feel that these projects that we are doing are of national importance, because when students make satellites, even leaders of the country feel proud that people from your country are making satellites, right? So it made us feel special. Then what computing language was used in the coding? Embedded C. So C language you must have heard about. Embedded C is just a variation of C that is used primarily for microcontrollers. So we had microcontrollers in the satellite, and embedded C was used for the coding part. Then what is the main interesting part of rocket science? I think everyone will have different answers to this. Some people find that challenging part the most exciting one, that every day you wake up to a new challenge. Some people find it interesting
Sir,
because
Pramod sir, 1 minute, Ayazji. Sorry to interrupt
sure.
you. Pramod sir, some students are sending requests. Please add them. Pramod sir. Hello, Pramod sir, can you hear me? Any co-host add these
Hello,
three
sir.
students?
Yes, sir. Actually,
Ravi sir, these are the students who have been removed out. We are not.
Sir, they were
three
removed
students.
Huh?
Three students who is joining. They are the one who launched the satellite. They are joining. They are calling me.
They are joining. They are joining. By which name?
Which name?
That's a great news.
Request भेजो अभी जोड़ रहे हैं. Sir, please add them. Please add them right now.
Which name? By which name they are coming?
नेम क्या है बेटा? नाम कौन से नाम से आ रहा है बेटा? केदार है ना आपका नाम से? हाँ, सलोनी ढक, केदार जाधव, केदार and Sumit More.
And Kedar,
Okay,
Saloni, and Sumit.
Saloni I have added. Then?
Yeah, please add Kedar and Sumit.
There's no
Kedar has not joined yet.
There is
Kedar and Sumit is not there.
He will join. He's on call with me. He is sending. Please add him.
Yeah. One more.
Kedar and Sunil.
So yeah, Sumit More and Kedar and this.
Here it is.
Sonali.
Here it is Swapnil Ashok Rao More, not Sunil.
Yeah,
Swapnil.
please.
Yeah, admit.
Swapnil, can you hear me, beta? Swapnil. Hello, Swapnil.
Yes, I have added him.
Swapnil, can you hear me? Hello. Can you make him co-host for time being?
And Kedar is also here. Okay, I have admitted. All right.
Yeah, please.
Pramod sir, please make them the co-host. Thank you.
Yeah, please, because they want to speak something. They have launched the satellite today from Rameswaram, Tamil Nadu. So they will share you all experience about their journey of making femto satellite.
Sir, they launched today.
Yeah, today only from Rameswaram, India. Okay. Yes.
What is the satellite name, sir?
It is a femto satellite. It is a femto satellite. It is a weight of 50 grams. It can measure the temperature and pressure as well as the weather condition of the environment.
Sir, what time? Sir, can I see
He
it on
joined
live?
in the meeting, but I think yeah.
Kedar, you can
you hear me,
unmute
beta?
yourself. Kedar, you can unmute
Kedar,
yourself.
Swapnil.
Okay.
Swapnil, can you hear, beta? Hello, Kedar. Kedar, Sonali.
Sir, I think he went, sir.
No, he's there. I can see them.
Hello, sir.
Other
Yeah,
students, please stop talking. Other students, please stop talking.
Hello.
हाँ, केदार बेटा बोलो बेटा, अपना वीडियो ऑन कर लो बेटा, वीडियो ऑन कर लो.
हाँ सर.
वेरी गुड. वीडियो ऑन कर लो बेटा. यस, इंग्लिश में बात करो बेटा, इंग्लिश में सभी एक में है ना, तो इंग्लिश.
Hello, myself Kedar Parwadge.
Yeah.
I am from Selu, LKR Pre-English Basic School.
Swarn Gita ma'am, pin him. Pin the Kedar, pin him.
यस केदार बेटा बोलो आप बोलो बेटा अपना एक्सपीरियंस.
ये है मेरा
सोनाली को भी साथ में ले लो और सुमित
satellite.
को भी साथ में ले लो. दोनों को साथ में रखो अपने साथ, ठीक है?
We have made a Framatome satellite. Whose size is 4 into 4 into 4 centimeter, and weight is 250 grams. No, sorry, weight is 50 grams. We have launched it today from Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu.
Successfully launched. Launch is
Yes, sir,
successful.
successfully.
Put your hands together.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
At the time,
Congratulations.
Sir, one
at the time we
student
have
is
launched
there.
100 Framatome satellites.
Satellite yesterday, okay.
Swapnil led him.
At the time we-
Swapnil also, he is not joined till now. Please add him.
At the time we have launched 100 Framatome satellites.
Yes.
Can I share the video of launching?
Yeah, please share बेटा,
Yes,
please
yes.
share. अरे बहुत अच्छी बात है,
Please,
share करो.
Please share.
Yeah, you are the co-host.
This
You
okay.
can share the screen and you can do everything.
उसको ले लो ना साथ में, अपना जो स्वप्निल है ना और वो सोनाली, दोनों को साथ में बुला लो क्योंकि उनका कुछ नेटवर्क का इशू आ रहा है.
So उन्होंने ज्वाइन किया है.
ठीक है बेटा, आ जाओ, सामने आ जाओ बेटा, स्क्रीन पर आ जाओ, सभी लोग स्क्रीन पर आ जाओ बेटा, सबको देख सकते हैं.
Sir, I am in meeting.
Sir, I am in
गुड
meeting.
गुड गुड बेटा, गुड. वीडियो अपना ऑन कर लो बेटा. ठीक है, very good.
On
Yes,
है,
sir.
on है.
हाँ ठीक बेटा, ओके ग्रेट. अरे वो अपना स्वप्निल ऐड नहीं हो पा रहा है क्यों?
Videos.
Share the screen and choose the option. Use the computer audio.
Mic mute.
तेरा मोबाइल है? So you okay.
Yes, yes,
like
very
1
good,
minute,
very
sir.
good, very good.
I am sharing.
Again.
Very good
Again,
Kedar.
share the screen. Use the
Yes.
option computer audio or the phone audio.
केदार बेटा, आपको याद है आपके यस सांघवी जी प्रथम टीम के यहाँ पर जुड़े हुए हैं?
हाँ सर.
याद है ना प्रथम टीम? यस सांघवी जी
हाँ,
हमारे
हाँ.
साथ हैं.
हेलो केदार.
सुनील जी, यस जी, केदार प्रथम टीम से बहुत बड़ा कनेक्शन है.
Can you share
सर
the
वो
screen?
डॉक्यूमेंट. यस सर, डॉक्यूमेंट एक में शेयर नहीं हो रहा. आई विल ट्राई टू शेयर.
Try your level. Have patience and try.
ठीक है, तब तक सोनाली बेटा आप एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करो अपना, कैसे आपने सेटेलाइट बनाया सब बताओ बेटा. तब तक बताओ. हाँ बताओ बेटा, आप अपने वीडियो को ऑन करो बेटा. यस
On है.
हाँ ठीक बेटा, गुड.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I am myself Saloni Suresh.
Good afternoon.
हाँ ठीक है बेटा, आप लोग अब माइक बंद करो, वो अभी बताएंगे आपको. यस सोनाली बोलो बेटा.
Yes.
Sir. I am from Maharashtra, from Naltir, Vidyalaya. As Kedar said you about 100 satellites, we were launched today. Sir, am I audible?
You are audible. You are audible. Carry on, Saloni.
बेटा कैरी ऑन बेटा.
Okay, sir. In that all that satellites we were fitted in one, and in that case also we were sent varieties, some different varieties of seeds, which will help in agriculture department in future agriculture.
Very good Sonali. Swapnil is there with you?
Yes sir, yes.
हाँ स्वप्निल को सामने लाओ बेटा स्क्रीन पर. स्वप्निल कॉल स्वप्निल.
Okay sir, okay.
Yeah, thank you Sonali. Very good beta, we are proud of you. And yes Swapnil, please. Yeah, please Swapnil, you speak.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Swapnil Ashokram More. I am from LKRR Prince English School, Selu. The program is dedicated to APJ. This satellite is outside cover is aluminum alloy, etc. And also we are going to consider smallest satellite with the balloon in up to the altitude of 30,000 meters. And we are also going to sensors with which will help us in India to measure the pressure, temperature, altitude also we are going to which will help for agriculture department of India to cultivate the seed space. And these
Okay. I think.
हेलो सर।
हाँ बेटा, हाँ केदार बोलो बेटा।
सर मैंने आपको वीडियो शेयर किया है, आप शेयर कीजिए।
हाँ ठीक बेटा, मैं करता हूँ। ठीक, थैंक यू बेटा, मैं डाउनलोड करके भेजता हूँ, करता हूँ। ठीक है, चलो तब तक आप बताओ बेटा आपका सैटेलाइट के बारे में। आपके साथ यश सांग भी जुड़े हुए हैं, IIT बॉम्बे वाले। आपको याद है ना प्रथम सैटेलाइट? याद है आपको? आपने हाथ में लिया था उसको। हेलो
Sir, audio is lagging, sir.
Yes, audio is lagging.
Audio is lagging.
Yes, sir.
Network.
The
audio is lagging.
All other students should keep yourself muted.
Gion and Hadi.
Otherwise, I'll remove you.
Yeah, yes. Just want to tell to all of you this a student you saw on the screen, 3 of them. 3 or 4 years back in 2017, this student were interacting with Pratham satellite team, and they had taken the Pratham satellite, the model of Pratham satellite, one model which was launched and one model it was kept in IIT Bombay. So Pratham satellite they took in their hand, and the inspiration started from there to build a satellite. And today, as you can, all of you can see that they have made it successfully. So it's really a proud moment for us, as well as the proud moment for all the team members. And these childrens, they have really done something very exceptional. Okay. Okay. Yes.
So this man is mission
Yeah,
director. He is a mission director.
Okay, very good, Kedar.
Yeah.
Sir, it's kind of lagging for me. So.
Yes, sir. He is the CEO and founder of Space Zone India.
Sir, he is the captain of this project.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है. So Pramod sir can be because Pramod sir, can you hear me?
Sir, hello sir.
You cannot run that video.
Sir, I will show video about it.
Yeah, please carry on. Carry on, Sapnil. Great, Sapnil.
There's some sound, sir.
Others should not speak. I will remove you otherwise. Keep mute. We are monitoring everything. They are in the no network area. They are trying their level best. Turn your mobile, please. It is turn your mobile by 90 degrees. Yes, great.
This is how we will launch it.
So the satellite is being launched by the hot balloon.
Yes, sir.
Helium balloon.
Yes, sir.
So we are unable to see the video, sir.
Mr. Anand Pillai was present while launching.
Yeah, he is the person. He was the head of BrahMos, the world fastest missile. Dr. Anil Pillai, sir. I
He
met
was
him in
present.
2009, and you can see him on the screen today. Also, he was present there. Yeah. Yes, Kedar.
Sir, he is CEO of
The scientist who has led the BrahMastra missile was present at their launch. How important these students are. You are lucky
You can
enough
see
to
on the
have them
screen
today.
that Anil Pillai sir is there.
Yes,
You
sir.
can see on the screen, he's Anil Pillai, sir, Dr. Anil Pillai. I got a chance to meet him in 2009, and he's really a great person. He worked for DRDO also, and he has made so many missiles for India. So, children's, with this only I want to give a message to all of you. If you can dream it, you can do it. So you all are right now, you can see on the screen 206, and it was 256 actually. So if you can make a team, and if you can think of building a satellite, definitely will help you to build that.
And Raviji, share that
Good,
video.
Kedar, very good, excellent.
Share that video with us. We will share it with the students of the Sunrise. Now today they are not
yes,
in a
yes.
position to see. That video will come to you.
Because they are in some low network zone. No, the Rameswaram, very low network.
Yes, sir. I will send you.
Yeah. That video will be with you. Don't worry. Within couple of days. Just don't worry.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So Swapnil, ठीक है बेटा. केदार ठीक है. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Audio.
ठीक बेटा, ठीक है. So yes, Pramod sir, you can. I think Denul.
Denul is there. Then we'll wind up.
Denul, please. Denul,
Yes,
can you hear
sir.
me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. You thanks to Kedar
With
and these
all
three,
enthusiasm.
Swapnil and us. Yes, three of them.
With all enthusiasm, I heartily thank you all once again for a gracious presence in this momentous event, especially Swapnil, Kedar, and Salonida. Today will be full of fun and learning. A big thank you each and every one of you present here for joining our program. Hope you will enjoy this workshop. Have a fabulous day. I'm Shatterworth. Last but not least, a big thank to each and every one of you guys who made this workshop joyful with the impressive explanation on space exploration program were enjoyed by each and every one of us present here. On behalf of IDYM, I extend a hearty vote of thanks to everyone, especially Sunrise English Private School Abu Dhabi, for making today's event a resounding success. Once again, thank you everyone for being huddled here with us today.
Kedar, can you unmute your video once? बेटा केदार एक बार अपना वीडियो unmute करो. केदार.
Swarndipta ma'am, anyone for vote of thanks from Sunrise?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Carry on.
Shivani
Yes, ma'am.
and Samiksha, please carry on.
Yes, ma'am. As we come to the end of today's program, I would like to request Samiksha Ajakumar Nair of Class 9F to give the vote of thanks.
I hope you all have enjoyed the informative meeting that has been organized today. I, Samiksha Ajakumar Nair of Class 9F, am privileged now to give the vote of thanks to all those who have made this meeting possible. Firstly, I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Taka Muchandani, and our English teacher, Mrs. Swarnadipta ma'am, for allowing us to meet in this wonderful meeting. Next, our host, Mr. Ravi Shankar Kumar, the founder of IDYM, and Ms. Dinul Asmi, the brand ambassador of IDYM. I would also like to thank our chief guest, Dr. Pramod Mahajan, the school director, as well as the principal of Sharjah Indian School. Ms. Manvi Dhawan of IIT Bombay, the director of IDYM. And Ms. Anmol Sikka of IIT Bombay, the advisor of IDYM. And Ms. Jeenat Munawara, the social media head of IDYM. Thank you to everyone for taking the time to be here today and enlightening us with this workshop. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Samiksha. Once again, I would like to thank IDYM Foundation for this amazing session and all the attendees for joining us. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So shall we wind
Kedar,
up?
बेटा,
Ravi
can you
ji?
hear me?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
हाँ बेटा एक मिनट रुक जाओ बेटा वैसे ही रहो सर प्रमोद सर 1 minute please hold on for 1 minute.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to take these 3 children's screenshot. Yes, thank you sir. Thank you for your presence. Thank you.
Saloni, you want to say something, Saloni?
Thank you, sir.
Saloni,
Thank
want
you,
to
sir.
say
Bye,
something?
sir.
आप लोगों को कुछ कहना है तो कहो.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
बच्चों के लिए
बस
बच्चों के लिए एक मैसेज दो तीनों मिलके एक मैसेज दो.
Thank you, sir.
So can we leave?
Give a message everyone of you.
For this providing us
Thank
this
you for
opportunity.
hospitality.
Yes, great beta, great.
We are very thankful to all the team of IDYM and all the children.
Kedar, how are Kedar? You also say something.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
हे महाराष्ट्रातून कुठून आहेत तुम्ही? कोणत्या 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 तहसील मधून?
महाराष्ट्रामधून परभणी डिस्ट्रिक्ट.
परभणी. अच्छा
Sir, can we wind up now?
Yeah. We'll wind up now.
All right. Okay, students, you can leave. Thank you so much.
परभणी. कोणत्या शाळेचे स्टुडंट आहात तुम्ही?
All of you.
तुमच्या
Hello,
शाळेचं
sir.
नाव?
रॉयल प्रिन्स अकॅडमी.
Royal
विद्यालय.
Thank you, ma'am.
अच्छा.
हॅलो सर, रवी सर.
Akshata, leave. All of you.
हाँ बोलो बेटा बोलो.
हाँ सर, Sarkate sir is also with us. Sir, he
हाँ
helped
बुलाओ ना सर को सामने लाओ ना. सर को मैं कब से ढूंढ रहा हूँ. सर कहाँ पर है? पापा को भी बुलाओ. पापा है ना, उनको भी बुलाओ. सब
leave.
यस थैंक यू सर. यस पापा को बुलाओ ना. पापा को तुम.
Sir, Sarkate sir,
leave.
या सरकटे सर. यस
Bhuvnesh, leave.
कसे आहात?
बोलिए सर.
सर.
Sir,
Shankari.
our student. Yes.
हाँ टेल सर. सुन पा रहे हैं आपको. बोलिए सर बोलिए.
Previously, we studied or we saw on televisions that
हाँ बोलिए सर, आपकी आवाज आ रही है.
scientists. But I think that why can't our student participate in this event? And I inspire him, and they got chance for this big task.
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू सो मच. एंड
Keep it up,
आई वांट
very
आई
good.
रिक्वेस्ट आप सर, आप भी बोलिए ना. वो केदार के पापा हैं, स्वप्निल के पापा. बोलिए आप लोग भी बोलिए.
केदार के पापा.
स्वप्निल के पापा प्लीज यू कैन आल्सो स्पीक सर. हाँ
Yes.
हेलो.
हाँ सर बोलिए सर.
हाँ सर, बोलिए सर.
बोलिए आप बताइए ना सर. आप बताइए आपको कैसा लग रहा है. आपका बच्चे ने इतना अच्छा काम किया.
बहुत खुशी हुई कि सरकटे सर ने या अपने रोडगे सर, प्रिंस इंग्लिश स्कूल के ओनर रोडगे सर, इन्होंने यहाँ तक बच्चों को भेजा, उनको सपोर्ट किया, और तुमने ये लिंक भेजी और यहाँ तक ये दुबई तक बात करने का मौका दिया बच्चों को, तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा.
यस सर. यस बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. सोनाली के पापा हैं क्या सर? सोनाली के पापा
है ना, बात करो सर.
हाँ दीजिए सर, उनको दीजिए. यस या सर आइए सर. गुड आफ्टरनून सर. आप भी बताइए आपको कैसा लग रहा है. आपकी बच्ची ने इतना बड़ा कमाल किया है.
बहुत बड़ी बात है. बेटा ने बहुत अच्छा काम किया, बेटी ने.
यस सर.
So thank you
सर.
Thank you.
थैंक यू सो मच सर. काफी अच्छा लगा आप लोगों को देख करके, और काफी गर्व हो रहा है कि छोटे बच्चे ने आज इतिहास रच दिया है. 3 साल पहले की कहानी है. प्रथम के साथ इनकी जर्नी शुरू हुई. थैंक यू. यस थैंक यू. हाँ सर, प्रमोद सर.
Yeah, congratulations to all the three, and we are proud of you. And in future we will take your session, individual session of yours. Each of you should speak and give complete session. Okay.
Sure, sir.
That's
Yes,
it.
sir.
All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Ravi ji, shall we wind up? Ravi ji.
Close the meeting. Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.